What's up, everybody? It's your boy Plywood here, coming at you with a new video, this time about the technology behind plywood gaming. We got this new Toshiba CRT cathode ray tube television that I picked up on my own street on Friday. I'd like to tell you a little bit about this CRT and the one I used previously, a Sony Trinitron. So here's footage of the Sony Trinitron model KD27FS170. It is a 27-incher and was manufactured in October of 2006. And this has been my stream TV for all retro gaming since the start of the channel. I picked this television up one day after driving home from work, taking a different route than I normally would. And lo and behold, there is a Sony Trinitron sitting outside of someone's driveway, the best way to pick up CRT televisions. It was a bit roughed up for sure, but I knew I wanted a CRT for my retro gaming, and I managed to wrestle this television into my car, and I have the battle scars to prove it. The footage you're seeing here is done on a PS2 70,000 model, slim, with S-video cables. And frankly, I think the picture quality is quite nice, maybe a little bit hard to tell on the capture itself, but I have been pretty satisfied with this capture, besides one little issue, and that can be shown through this image, these little red lines that appear on the screen during transitions of black, very dark scenes. You'll see these red lines. One of my friends, who's more of a CRT junkie than I am, told me that that is an issue with the capacitors in the television. But of course, I am not a TV repairman, and CRTs are actually fairly dangerous to work on. You could kill yourself if you're not careful with the disassembly of the TV, so I would rather not. Now, aside from the fact that the TV is larger than I'd like, and it's a little bit roughed up on the exterior, I've been very satisfied with this television, and it has served me well over the past couple of years. Now let's look at this new television I picked up while I was driving to work, this Toshiba model 27A43. It's a 27-incher and manufactured in June of 2003. So a few years older than the Trinitron, but ideally you want to get your CRTs as late as possible. That way they probably won't be suffering as much use as some of the older ones. Now the nice thing about this one is not only does the component work on this television, the black level issue is gone, and it's lighter. It's about the same size in terms of the screen as the Sony Trinitron. However, the sides are smaller, which I appreciate. And as an added bonus, the top is flatter, so I could actually put stuff up there if I'd like to. Now with this new television, I have options between RF to component. And I'm looking to get into component in the future as I get some of the equipment required for it, and I can play interlaced 480i or 240p gameplay on this television. Now, I have to say I'm pretty lucky that this TV was just sitting around in my neighborhood, but for those of you interested in CRTs, definitely keep your eye out for yard sales and in neighborhoods for people dumping them on the curb. It's one of the best ways to pick them up. And in general, I would say that smaller is better. That way it's a little bit easier to manage space-wise, they're lighter, and in general, the smaller the TV, the crisper the image. You know, the wider that the TV is, it can look a little bit unseemly, especially if you're using lower quality cables with a lot of interference or composite or RF. It can look pretty ugly. But you know, it's all for those beautiful scan lines and that ultra crisp responsiveness, which is great for speedrunning and retro gameplay of action games. Thank you all for watching. I hope you enjoyed. this experience that I shared with you about my evolution in CRT gaming. Maybe one day I'll get a PVM for myself, but we'll see then. Until next time, I hope you enjoy the videos on this YouTube, and I'll see you on the next stream at twitch.tv/plywood_.